right, y'all. I got a little plan. Got off work early today. It's looking like the thermals are about halfway broken. Clouds tell the whole picture, really, when you see that they're kind of held together today. There's some cohesion to them, but they're not optimal, but it's certainly workable. And I'm gonna go out there and just do a little motor thermal practice. I'm gonna climb up, kill the motor, fly around, see if I can stay up kind of by myself, and this is a short notice run. We'll see just how the day transpires. I thought about maybe taking you through some weather checks and showing you what I look for. I've been getting a lot of good responses out of the weather videos that I've been posting, so I think I may do a little more of that just to change it up for everybody. Everybody's got a paramotor channel these days. We're gonna mix it up a little bit, try some different stuff on here. Y'all join me for that. So before I left work, I set up the camera to do a time lapse. Ignore the delivery driver there, they didn't know. So I'm just watching the clouds. I'm just watching, are they cohesive? There's some cohesion, but again, the predictions were showing maybe buoyancy to shear around 4 to 5, and we'll get to that in just a second. One of the most important things are winds and winds aloft. Now this is from aviationweather.gov. It gives you 3,000 foot increments. The Shreveport balloon launch that morning showed 340 at 9 knots at 3,000 feet and 350 at 20 knots at 6,000 feet. And this is a visual representation of what we just looked at surface. Here's 3,000 and then again at 6,000 feet. And it represents kind of the big picture. Now for thermal and free flight, this is a site that I pay, I think, $39 a year to use, xcskies.com. It's a very useful tool. It kind of consolidates all the forecast models together in one easy to look at place. And the top of usable lift is showing around 5,000 feet, and that's pretty typical. These are your different weather models, the Global Forecasting System, North American model, RAP, HRR. I'm not going to go into detail about what all these models represent, but they have varying degrees of accuracy, if you will, or potency from if you're a drug guy. And what we're looking at here is the updraft velocity, and I'm just going to cycle through all the different ones here, showing everything is around 500 to 600 feet per minute up. That tells me that it's just starting to get good. I don't usually go try unless it's at least 500 to 600 up. Those are very gentle, mild thermals, and all the forecast models agree that that's about what I'm going to get. Next stop is the buoyancy to shear ratio. Now, y'all probably heard me mention this a couple of times. That is how well the thermals will hold together. If the buoyancy to shear is high, then the thermals stay kind of uniform. Now, don't let the colors fool you. That just doesn't mean they're strong. We already looked at the strength. We determined that they were pretty mild. This is just how well they stay together. And the models are not agreeing completely on this, so it's something you're just going to have to go out and check for yourself. Again, 4 to 5 was what I'm seeing, and that's basically what I felt when I got out there. Something that I find useful with XC Skies is the XC potential. I'll let you read this if you want. It's showing the red, orange, and blue. Just at a quick glance, you can look at the colors and determine if the day is going to be good for free flight. Now where I'm at on the map here is roughly between Texarkana and Shreveport. So everything is showing possible good XC. It's real borderline though, and that's exactly what I found when I got out there. It just wasn't a great day, and at a quick glance at this showed me that. Aside from just using the internet to predict what the day's gonna be like, just a good visual look outside. Feel the gust. How strong are they kicking off? How fast are they moving? What do the clouds look like? Are they lining up into streets? What are the birds doing? All these things come into play. I'm feeling right now the lulls are very low. The gusts are picking up to 8, 12, maybe at the most, but there's a real smooth onset and a real smooth let off. There's nothing real sharp about the day. That's good. That's what you're looking for. That means conditions are not that rowdy. Now they could be. You never know what you're gonna get. Nothing is set in stone, as they say. Let me just show you what I'm looking at here. You can't really see much of the sky from right here where I'm at. It looks like a good day to go play. I'm gonna go check it out, get some practice in. I'm just gonna go out and feel the air. I'm gonna feel the thermals, kill the motor, fly around, get in and out of them. The wind is blowing from the northwest, and it looks like it's steady all the way up to as high as I'm gonna be going. So to give myself a little more comfort, I'm gonna drive over to the western side of the bailout options, if you will. Probably maybe go to the airport and I'll motor into the wind and just go a good clip into the wind as I'm climbing. And then when I reach altitude and I find a cloud street or a thermal or something I like, I'll kill the motor and then I'll try to make getting back to the truck my goal. And if at any point I need to bail, I've got bailout options. I'm gonna get geared up. I don't usually video when I'm free flying. I guess y'all know this. I don't think I'm gonna wear my regular camera helmet because I can't hear the Vario because of the sound protection that it offers. So I'm probably gonna wear the non-camera helmet. That's the plan. Something else I forgot to mention earlier is satellite imagery. Man, we've got satellites up there that show you whether the clouds are streeting. In this case, they're not showing a lot of streeting. There's a little bit that you can see in there. Just the fact that there's clouds is a good thing. They're really useful for determining thermal activity. Status update. I bombed out because the day is broken. Couldn't catch a thermal, stay in one. It was like, dang it, really? I gave it a full effort. I climbed maybe 600-800 feet a couple of times. Drifted down toward the end of the airport and I got sort of low. Couldn't restart it. Motor would not restart. Don't know what's up. I had to walk back about a mile. Now I said I bombed out, but actually I went upwind about 4 miles. So I made about a 5-mile XC and then passed the truck and then bombed out on the other end of the runway. So it wasn't a total bust. And now we're gonna drive down here and get this thing sorted out. The day didn't turn on, it more or less turned off. It was not rough. The thermals were actually really smooth. It was kind of enjoyable, but they were broken, man. You would turn a couple times and then just little burbles of air popping up and hitting you. And some of them were strong and some of them were not. It was just hard to find a core that was sustainable. They would either go past me or I would ride them for a minute and then they would teeter out. Down here at the end of the runway, there's my gear. Right there. Spring Hill traffic, paraglider and a vehicle at the end of runway 36. Spring Hill traffic. Always be safe. There may be somebody coming in that's listening that's not broadcasting, so I'm keeping an eye. You never ever just want to drive out on an active runway. It's just bad juju to do that. In fact, I'm gonna go out here and look and make sure I'm not running over any lights. If I drive out here to my gear, nope, I think I'm wide open. Let's check it out. Tragedy number 2 for the day. I guess the sun heated the fuel tank and fuel dribbled out of the breather tube onto my freaking Delta 3. I got gas and oil on my Delta 3. Oh man, that was frustrating. There she lays. When I was tinkering with the motor, I actually got a little time lapse of the sky. You can see that they're not near as cohesive as they were earlier in the day when I videoed before I left. So it was just my experience when I was out there. Just wanted to show that. All right, so it's like this. I got my motor fixed. It was just, I don't know what happened. The low screw got turned out too much. Should have been about 50 minutes. It was like an hour and a half. Don't ask me, man. I thought I counted it right when I did it. I could have made a mistake. It could have got bumped. I'm really not sure, but I found a plug. That's why I didn't restart. So I corrected the adjustment, put a new plug in there, fired right off, boom. So I've got that fixed. The day is shot as far as chasing thermals. The cherry on top of this day is gas spilt on my damn Delta 3. Oh, that is frustrating. It didn't hit a wide area or anything. It ain't like the whole thing got soaked. It was about 3 sails, maybe a patch about a square foot. I took some soap and water to it and washed the gas off, and I need to go dry it off. Again, it was just kind of an isolated spot. I hate that happen. I don't think gas is good for those coatings, but I'll keep my eye on that spot. Should be fine. I think I got most of the gas off of it. Still got a smell going on in there, but we're gonna air that sucker out the right way. I'm gonna go ahead and strap up for a motor flight. Just buzz around for a couple hours this evening. See if I can get the gas smell off the new wing. Let's see if I can do a cold start on this thing. Not really an option earlier today. First, let's just see if we can start her up. That's the first thing. Okay, what was our temperature? We're at 81 degrees. All right, clear. Ha 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 ha! She fired up. That's a good thing. The idle was a little bit sluggish. I think I might tweak that just slightly. We're gonna increase it 1/8 of a turn. Now I'm gonna empty my pockets and I'm gonna put a jacket on. I don't need it now, but if I'm flying all the way till sunset, I believe that I will. It works. This Udi here, my flight instrument, very handy, man. This thing really, really works. It's a super duper sensitive barometric variometer in there. I really like that thing for free flight. It's got a thermal sniffer. That's pretty cool too. Unless it's broken like today, where there was a thermal, all of a sudden there's not. That's always exciting. Okay, I think we're recording. Bring my reserve with me, you know, in case the glider dissolves mid-flight. I would hate to have the glider dissolve on me because I got gasoline on it and not have a reserve parachute to throw. That might make my day suck even worse. Maybe I've done used up all my bad luck though, and it's only going to be good from here. That is the hope for the day. It is what it is, man. Got it on there. Got to deal with it. Clear. Ha-ha. I like that. I like it when she fires up. Is it reverse launchable? Probably not. That was so lame. I'm embarrassed. I may actually edit that out. So lame. Okay, let's lay it out for a forward launch. Down for a forward. I think I can do it. I think I remember how. The good news, if the glider does go into solution, it's only going to be one side, and I can fly one side of the wing. That's the good news. Oh, I'm going to beat myself up over this one for a long time, y'all. Yep, long time. It's like the wind is crossing pretty good. Let's do it. That didn't work at all. No wind. Crosswind. Does the day get any better? I hope so. Oh look, there's the gust of wind I've been waiting on. I'll go out here to a better spot. At least I'm wearing a nitro. It's all lightweight and stuff. Older, heavier unit, I would have been having a cuss fit by now. All right, let's try that again. Is that my wife? I can see the back. I could figure it out. Google still hadn't taken a picture of the Kylo yet. I guess they will. I think that's Jen. Hey, baby. Man, I really wanted to do this earlier today. Motor problems. Still getting to fly. I still got to fly for about 20 minutes earlier. I mean, even though I spilled gas on my shiny new wing, I guess I had to get it dirty at some point. They don't stay clean forever. Especially if you fly them like I do. Let's see what kind of thermal's boiling off of this hilltop over here. I bet we'll feel something. Let's see. Oh, big sink. She's idling good now. That adjustment was helpful. Yeah, we're just on the backside of the day. Look, there's no more cumies hardly. Just a few out in the distance. But the sun is shining, so there are some thermals. They're just so weak. I'm getting like some zeros and some downs, so they're not bringing me up anymore. The descent rate on this glider is probably 250, 300 per, look, no, going up now, 1,000 feet a minute up. Here, let me turn in that. Let me find that again. Should be right about, oh, I feel it. I feel it going in it. I'm going in it. What's it doing? Give me some. There it is. Yeah, I like feeling the air, y'all. This is nice. Yeah, this thermal drifting off of this little hilltop over here. That's where it's happening. There's just no core, man. I just can't stay in it. Even looking down at the little thermal finder here, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just a bunch of broken pieces of lift mixed in with sink. I mean, feeling around, there's no hot spots, so to speak. All right, y'all. I'm going to turn this thing off and just cruise for a bit. It's about 45 minutes later, and I'm cruised all the way over here to the west side of town. Looks like the high school kids are having a ball game, and the cemetery. Oh, I just had a motor out a while ago. I was cruising along, and it just died. I reached down and did a restart with my electric starter. It was very nice. I don't know, I'd probably just dilly-dallied a little too long at idle or something. All right, I've been in the air 1 hour now. Let's bail toward the house. Maybe I won't be too distracting to the ball players if I glide over motor off. Oh yeah, this never gets old. Never, ever, ever gets old. Oh, John's grilling. I bet that's gonna be tasty. The airport beacon. I wonder how many times I've watched that light flash. I used to live about a mile from here, and I'd stay out my window and see it blinking at night. Man, it makes me wonder though, how many times? Shoot the gap. Looks like the wind has calmed down. I don't see any treetops moving. Barely feel any turbulence at all. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting on.
Yeah, I killed it. Let's see if I can make the yard now. The little computer here says that I got enough to make it. LD is 7.5 and the required LD is 5.4. Put the computer to the test, as they say. I'm gonna have to make one turn. Uh-oh, it's going down. Now I'm at 6.3. How pleasant. How pleasant of an evening. Really living this flight. I wonder what's wrong with the paramotor though. My bet is this is an exhaust gasket. That's a common thing with these. I'm about due to replace another one at this point. We're gonna find out though. Get my legs stretched out a little bit. Finna have to run a couple steps. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have plenty altitude. There's my place right there, in case you didn't recognize it. Take off the whole throttle handle. Grab a handful of brakes. Now that I've got the field made, I'm gonna practice on my spot landing. And I'm aiming that low. I'm aiming for the center of the O there. We're gonna see if I can do it. Good practice. I see Jen out there with the horse. Oh!
I hit the edge of it.
I'll call that good.
Let's go have a look. Something's wrong with the motor.
Is the wing dry now?
Oh yeah, I think so. I've been flying it for over an hour. And I'm back. Bye-bye. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. Yep. Exhaust gasket's gone. I called it right. My exhaust gasket bit the dust. Yeah, there's a big gap in it. I was just running straight header apparently. Check it out. I think I got some replacement parts. Not to mention it's a warranted item. Hell, I lost both nuts too. I wonder if there's a chip in the propeller anywhere. Sure enough, chipped the propeller as well. You see it. Booyah. Guess that's that. Mystery solved. I'm back. See that? It's butter. Lots and lots of butter. I'm gonna miss it because my paramotor's broke. Well, I guess I could break the other one out. Anyway, my glider's dry. My Delta 3, my Delta 2, Delta 3, so Delta 3 is dry. So that's a good thing. Pair my prop, my exhaust. Man, had some pretty good fuel efficiency. I had about here when I started. Glider's real efficient. Yeah. Paramotor problems. Either way, I got work to do. What, Gizmo? It's just me. Hey, man. Quit scratching. Hey, dude. That's Gizmo. He hates everyone. Don't let him out. Mama's on her horse. He'll run out there and bark and make him buck. That's that. I'm gonna call this one a day. I'm afraid if I fly something else bad will happen. 'Tis the life of a paramotor pilot. Always fixing some of this broke butter sky. Dang. Well, that was the journey. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes there's problems. You just got to know how to work through them. Luckily, this is a pretty simple fix. The chip in the prop is not that bad, so we might do a prop repair video and show you what's up with that. Oh, hey, we reached 4,000 viewers, 4K. Thanks, everybody. Made me feel good. And yeah, keep it up. Hit me with the thumbs up, even though my bad day may be your good entertainment. So I'll try to make this one as entertaining as I can. In the meantime, I'm gonna put this stuff up, break out the greasy fingers, send Aviator PPG an email. All right, y'all, much love, Kyle out.